Eric,
Hello.
Kronos, which may not speak, but Sir Toyjet,
Hello,
and
hello.
a cast of other clowns coming up, I'm sure. So we are ready. I don't know if Kronos is going to try to do a countdown with us, but let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. And
Oh,
we're
that was
in.
fast.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Oh man, I
Ah,
wonder who could have just gone live.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who could it be?
Whoa, guys! Gamers online.
Man,
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Oh no!
Man,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna stay here and play. I'm gonna go watch Gamer.
Uh-oh.
Story,
Okay.
not
Guys,
sorry.
Apologies,
gonna-
man. The bet.
Where are we going?
Yeah.
What's the plan?
I'm going
I'm-
north along the north edge
Yeah.
of the map. You guys don't need to follow me, but that's
M18, I suppose?
no, just 76 millimeter Sherman.
Oh yeah. M4A3, sure.
Yeah,
Vroom vroom.
yeah.
There you go. I have to activate. I have to rebind the crosshair lighting button
Ich bin Geschwindigkeit.
to numpad 7. That works.
Right, who are we up against? The Germans, the Soviets, and the Japanese.
Whoa.
Oh, who's shooting? Is that you, Arno?
No.
Actually, it's
Oh, the guy
Lando who
behind-
got.
the guy behind
Yeah,
you.
yes, we got Lando. Kronos is with us.
Ah,
Kronos made it in. Yes.
Kronos.
Okay, now that we saw him, he
Welcome,
doesn't need
brother.
to keep. Yeah, so we are a squad of 5.
Absolutely smashing shots.
Oh,
I've been
where-
shot in the head from back behind there.
All right, boys.
Okay, I see. I think there's a
The
little
VK.
bit of him, but oh,
I got him.
you got him. Good. Okay. Oh,
Oh!
Panther took you out. Okay.
He's in the buildings up ahead there.
Yeah, I saw the round come out of somewhere.
He's in
I didn't see-
the next block from you, Toy.
What?
The next block from you. He's there.
I'm looking for him.
I'm coming up in my Electo, boys. Fear.
What?
I'm having to rebind my while on the move. It's called the
Oh.
short break.
Oh, he's all the way back. All the way back there.
Okay. Good to know. Well, let me. I'm gonna put artillery on the mark.
Fire from machine guns is gonna be middle mouse button.
Did you get a new computer or something?
No, I put my joystick in, and that basically, when I pulled out my
Resets.
joystick, it resets my whole key bindings.
Structures out. Damn. Drive the gunner out.
No.
Arno, where is
damage.
he?
Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them.
He is right there. On my mark.
Okay, no penetration.
tank.
Yeah, there's 2
Yeah.
Panthers. One's on Arno's. There's another one up here.
Bomb! Yeah, he got us good. I could get the squat ping on scroll wheel down as well.
And he got me. Yeah. Yeah. Not good enough, and I'm not hitting the right spot to pen them at that range.
Where is
Take a
that
pin.
actually?
Well, at least I got his track.
Okay, we're gonna come in a vehicle that'll at least pen him, I think.
What isn't it under common maybe? No. Yeah, there, set target for squad. There we go. Oh, I'm all out. That was anticlimactic.
I'm gonna cut in a little more directly. Only. The toy jet got one of them.
Nicely done, toy.
Muzzle glass. Okay. Well, I've got lots of smoke here. Environment is somebody.
Yeah,
But
there is a
around.
panther in the smoke.
Yeah. Well, I'm circling around because there's artillery. Ah, there's also a Waffenträger over here. They got him with combination main gun and 50. Waffenträger down. Okay, circling around, looking for line of sight. Ah, there he is. I see him.
Oh,
Hit him.
calm.
Oh, no damage. Damn, bad hit, bad hit. Okay, he knows where I am. He's looking at me. He's getting his gun ready to shoot. He just got hit, but no damage, and my barrel's out. Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah, you aimed a little bit too high there.
Yeah.
You, what's it
I was
called? That's
expecting more drop. Oh, somebody got him. Arno! Arno saved me. Arno saved me.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Look at him burn.
Yep, Arno saved me. The barrel's still looking right at me. I get Waffenträger dead.
Waffenträger dead. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, Arno is taking out. That's so good. Okay, reloading. Circling around. I knew there would be a good fight over here. Let's just see if we can win. Okay, well. I see, and a little bit of drop, but not too much. Good. There we go. Hey, ZZ.
Hey, GG.
Red roses.
What I'm doing now is stupid, giving the side to the enemy here.
It does look like most of the enemy team is in fact in AA now.
Yeah, I think we've ground them down. Is there anything live up here? I mean, enemy alive?
Ow.
Oh, I got bombed.
I got hit by that quad 14.5. Wasn't very nice.
And so did I, or something. Shooting out of... Oh, no, I actually I was both hit from the air, which I noticed, but tank did me in.
I just noticed.
Tanked it.
So I respawned, there were 2 enemy aircraft up.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Okay,
I could
one of them
do
just imploded on itself. The other is being P-51'd.
Right, I decided to come in and...
It is a good day.
Will do no good, but really you watch this your Super Bowl so you can see. No, not planning. Don't watch Super Bowl. Not even for Super Bowl or for Taylor Swift.
There's actually a Dutch DJ coming to you guys there, but...
Oh, well, that changes everything. He's gonna go watch the Super Bowl now.
No. He isn't coming. He has
Oh.
a family emergency. He had to cancel.
No reason to watch the Super Bowl then.
It's a relatively well-known DJ, one of the best in the world.
DJ Hollandaise Souls. Oh,
Come on,
I mean,
fight me, bro. I know I'm not gonna
get
hit
on
you,
the
but
cap and get some points.
yeah. Oh, there's another aircraft. That's just killed him. These are mostly just come and fight me, bro shots. But he's just, well, maybe he's gonna come in and dive on me.
Where?
Right above me here. Point my gun barrel at him. Way high.
Looks like a 109.
I can't tell. It just looks like
It
a
is.
aircraft.
It is. He's
Okay.
diving
Oh.
straight down. I don't think he's.
Not at me though. Unfortunately.
He really shouldn't have pulled up from that, but I guess he did.
And we got best spot. Yay!
Yay!
Nice. Good job, guys.
And did you get anything, gamer?
Yeah. Best squad. Which goes through stage 1 of the wager.
Yep.
And backups. Okay. Well,
I don't think I've ever fully finished a wager before, so.
I've done it. You don't have to fully finish. You just have to get
No,
up a few stages.
but you
or
can,
whatever.
yeah. So if
And
we
then
if you do 10 games and we get 10 in a row with best squad, which can happen, it's not that hard.
Yep.
You get 250,000 silver lions.
Yep.
Mm,
That's why it's worth doing.
yeah. I wish I
But
could
you need
trade.
to be playing at battles that are rank 3 or above.
Yeah.
Okay. You give it a minute for a second here. Watch the entire thing. Oh, did you watch Tucker? I watched highlights from the Tucker interview. Okay, I guess CZ, who was, or not Kronos, who was in the same match, I hope is ready by now. So we're going to do another countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yahoo!
That's quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the Weekend Warriors.
No.
Oh my god! We've
No.
never been on this map before.
No.
Whoa!
I don't want this. I don't want this. It's not okay.
I've never been on this map before, people.
Well, it worked last time, though we took some heavy hits early on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I perished.
I'm actually going to come in my M36.
I'm going in my Cromwell.
And again, I think Kronos made it into our match. So cool.
Nice. Yeah, I really wish you could do like, if everyone was in the same squadron, like our clan, that they could queue together and like.
Oh well, yeah. But if we could, we would just dominate. We would all be like 10 or 12 people, all coming into the same match, and we just
Oh,
we
man,
just
we're up
The thing
tiered.
is, that would
It would just
that
be-
would actually be, I think it would be a good change because that would it would incentivize, you know.
no. The other people would just be slaughtered, and they'd just be upset. I know. You're thinking that they would want to then do teamwork and all that. And that you're right that they should want to, but the reality is they just get upset.
The reality is often disappointing.
Yes. And
where
that's
that's
somebody
from.
going faster than me. Okay. Want to go around me? Go ahead.
The Germans and the Soviets were up against this time.
Okay.
All right, gamer. You look like
Keep
a
an
pro
eye out
job
for
in
angles and
armor.
bulges, lads. Angles and bulges.
I have flat plates.
Oh yes, back there. Oh my god! Oh my god! There's also a dude back there.
Well, I'm sitting over here waiting for him to come out.
Yeah, more
where I
guys
can
coming. Okay, Toy, there's about to be a lot of fighting up ahead here.
Oh, missed whoever that was.
There's a crab.
Oh, there he is. I see him. Let's see if I can fire at him. And okay, got a barrel of a Soviet, a T-34.
Someone got the
Just the
crab.
barrel, but
I think I'm not gonna push too much on the outside
That's not good.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
Yeah,
A
I'm
kill
gonna go-
assist. We got
Well,
T-34-85 down.
Oh my god, the dude next to me just... he got IS'd.
Where from? Where from? I think I can kill an IS.
Oh. Spotted the IS, it's right in here.
Alright. He's looking at the M18 or you or something while I'm approaching him.
Non-pen. Ha 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 ha. That's unfortunate.
Well, I'm coming up here if I can see him.
It
There
seems
he
the
is.
M18
Well,
didn't
that's-
see him either.
Oh,
Which is, you know, unfortunate.
okay. I got a speedy boy coming around your way. Oh, you're already dead. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, and the IS. Oh, just IS-1, damn.
Well,
Oh,
there
man.
really is only one thing for it. I'll have to bring out the War Ender, the secret
Oh, there's
weapon.
an Adacom toy here, a Becom.
Oh, yeah, as I said, we're fully up-tiered.
No, I'm coming back again in my
But,
tank destroyer here.
I have decided to end the Soviet threat once and for all. We do have overwhelming air superiority, though. We are starting to lack ground-based vehicles, of course. Unpog.
Okay, Jan.
Nice, look at that toy, Electo.
Oh, yeah. A plane just stole a kill from me.
I don't know how I'm doing better in the Electo than...
Oh, dude.
Oh, there's a King
Ah.
Tiger.
Somewhere on my left, my turret's out.
Commander loader of the King Tiger's dead.
Oh, Panther, VK right there. I've still got no shooty bits.
Gamer right there.
Reloading.
Oh, I missed
I've,
him.
Oh,
Thank you.
bugger
Thank
me.
you. I'm getting my round.
Lads, they're driving into our spawn.
Yeah,
Went boom in front of me.
we gotta...
Let me see if that gives me a line of sight at somebody. Something. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
that's why I
something
think
shooting
I
me
can
up.
overrun.
Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Everything is orange. Red. Something. That blew me up. I don't know that I should just yet go airborne or anti-air. Okay. Well, from victory to defeat.
About to say,
Hey,
why is my
did-
Firefly talking Russian, but he's speaking Polish, and I'm just being the fool.
Oh, I'm getting killed in spawn now.
Yeah.
Oh goody. Oh goody.
Got the King Tiger in spawn.
And I'm down to my AA. So let's see if I can hide in spawn with my AA. Okay.
I'm heading for the A point.
I don't know if it's dead or just on fire, but either way, I'm putting rounds into it. Well, he dropped bombs. He blew me up.
King Tiger dead on A.
Uh,
I'm recapturing
wow,
A.
that went from... Well, I guess I'll use a backup, yeah. Come back in since that was so short. And
My
backed
barrel's
up.
dead. I've critically injured one of the boys here.
Okay.
And I'm bombed. I'm fine.
Yeah, let me see if I can get revenge for you on with one of these
No,
aircraft.
I'm fine.
both circling around. That
I
one's
just
coming
got
for me first.
tigered.
Got a hit on one aircraft. He's in flames. Oh, he hasn't. He didn't go
brother in
down.
Christ, what just happened?
I'm getting out of there. Sneaking away to repair.
Well, I killed an aircraft at least. Got somebody in your tail, toy jet?
I surely hope I don't have someone on my tail already.
Well,
But,
you're in front of you or whatever you. I didn't know if you were coming
yeah.
or going. But yeah,
It's-
there's two.
yeah,
There's another
I mean,
one.
yes.
There's another
Yeah, I
one
know.
heading your way.
The first one got my engine.
Okay. Well,
I'm not gonna make it.
well, I'm shooting at one of the ones that got you.
Yeah. I tried to hide, but I couldn't get away.
Rimple ass. Rimple ass. I'm all no engine toy jet now. I'll get gatted by an IL. Actually, the LA kill stalled me first, but you know. Oh, so everyone else can just drop their bombs when they're dead, but I can't. Okay. I see.
Critical on this guy, whatever he is. He's a flying thingy. Why do things just shrug off? Well, this may be a pretty big thing. I don't know. Oh, he just dropped his bombs. Oh, something else hit him. Okay. Oh, I'm getting planed. Upping artillery on A.
I need to protect this M51. He's a thing that can kill the others.
Somehow I'm still alive, but don't know.
This is a GG.
This is what it would feel like to everybody else if we were like a 12-man squadron here.
Objective failed. Thanks. You
Did
didn't
we
have
get
to
best
say it
squad though,
like
or do you
that.
have to win for that? Yeah.
No,
I
you don't
get
have
best
to
squad.
win.
We didn't get best squad though.
No.
But I finally got improved FPE for my Cromwell, and let's research the better tracks.
Vehicle and respawn in that vehicle every time you die. You can do one respawn per vehicle. So like I did the M36 twice in that last match. But it costs a
Arm and a leg.
well, it depends if you have the what's their technical term for it? Backup vehicle. If you burn those. I only consider using a backup vehicle if it's early enough in the match to make it worthwhile. And it's the right type of vehicle for that. Okay, well, it looks like we're ready. I'm hoping Kronos is. So let's see if we can do third time's a charm, but on a different map. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're going in. Yeah. Hello, General Scoven. It's been a while. Skaven, Scoven. Sorry, I bet you that. I know. Been a while. Good to see you.
Where are we going, gamer?
I'm going across the top of the map and then down the right-hand side of the map.
I just noticed the orchard encircling A is Pac-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mouth is, yeah.
I haven't actually noticed this before.
Where are we going?
Through Pac-Man. At least that's where I'm going.
Gotcha. Okay.
Same match. Kronos is with us again.
Nice.
Nice.
Right.
Right, we're
Probably
up again.
easier to do that.
Germans and Russians, and we're fully up tiered.
It's probably easier
Again.
to do that when you're a single person, because then you don't have to get like multiple people to join up.
Oh, get an operation timed out. Yeah, I don't know if it's easier as a single or not.
I think it is, because it makes sense, because if you have 2 people, then it has to make a place for 2 people. Instead
Oh,
of
well,
one.
I also, here's what I think it is even more importantly, is how many people of that same nation are trying to go in at the same time. So if there's a huge number of Germans waiting to come in, it's less likely to happen. But if we're the only few British or something ready to go, I think it's more likely to happen. So I think it's what nations are popular at the moment. So less popular nations, you're more likely to be together, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
But when
Oh, the Capinade.
Jan gets here, we
I
might
just got shot at, by the way.
No, you didn't.
see if he...
I sure as hell hope that was you, Eric.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well,
Indeed, it
Eric,
wasn't.
Eric and Arno are going to take the point and kill whoever's shooting at you.
You want me to take the point? Sure.
Well, I mean, help Eric out.
Sure.
I'm...
No problem.
A Panther and an IS here.
Okay, one of the guys shooting at you is dead, Toy Jet?
The
Oh, lovely.
One. I don't know if there was more than one, but...
Panther.
I see that. I hit, but... Oh, got engine. Engine on a Soviet. Boy, like a KV or something. Oh shit, something just ran into me, damn it. Okay, well... where? Oh.
Come on, let's go, people.
Well, that just got Toy Jet
Yeah,
killed.
there's still a Tiger on point. He's on the other side of the building from Gamer, I think.
Yeah,
hit him, but
Kronos,
not
or please don't hit me again. I know you're looking, but while you're driving, but oh. Okay, well, yeah, that hit got us killed. And playing other things, mostly Fallout 4. Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, you still come by. I'm glad you came by and said hi, at least. I mean, you can watch, of course. You don't have to play. Oh, somebody got the KV. Good. All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to come in that. Yeah, olive skin is probably pretty
By
good
the way,
for this
Gamer,
one.
have you seen the new Hoi tree of accounting for games?
No, I have not. What?
It is in honor of me.
Ah.
No, it actually is.
Well,
It
cool.
says
No,
on
I believe it is. I didn't disbelieve
He's
that.
playing the Dutch.
Ah, okay. Well, cool.
It's really good, actually, Gamer. You should watch it.
Well, I should at least check it out.
I'm in the description.
Well, cool.
Did you damage him, Toy?
He's tracked.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get him before the
Ray is injured.
I'm
Or
dropping.
get run over by a tank.
Careful, Eric, because I just
No, he
dropped
saw
one.
me. It's Jover.
Terrible shame that.
Oh, fuck, why am I doing? I'm British, I shouldn't reverse.
No.
It's true.
I saw bits of it, of the interview. I thought it... See, I know all these people are going, oh, Tucker did Putin propaganda. He, to me, exposed Putin in that Putin is trying to rebuild Russia in the version of being sort of former Soviet Union. You got a big IS here who's going to try to kill me now.
Also
Okay. And his engine is out, and he's behind a wreck here.
There's a tiger right here, boys.
Don't hit me, please, whoever's behind me. I would extremely not want that to have happen again. Okay, well,
I got
he's
added
on
into
fire.
the Electo. There's a King Tiger and Tiger on me. We're getting crushed, guys.
Okay, cool. You got him,
We're
fine.
together.
Good. He's
Yeah,
dead.
you know, Eric. No armor, best armor.
Man, this map, what is happening?
Okay, we got a friendly on A. Oh, we got somebody that's out here. Okay,
Operation
Oh,
timed out
girl.
again. Nice.
I don't hope my Artie gets him.
missed.
Any enemy arrow?
There he is.
Does anyone see?
No, I gotta get a King Tiger here.
Nothing at the moment,
Okay,
I
King
think.
Tiger is tracked.
Okay.
He's firing
questing.
Okay, King Tiger just got hit in the turret, no damage.
Gamer, can you
Yeah,
mark him?
Well, he
Oh, I see
just
one.
killed
I
me.
see the regular
Yeah.
tiger.
Well, kill the tiger.
Ah, I missed.
He's just over the hill from you guys, down out in the open. Well, I'm going to come in this guy again for a King Tiger. But yeah, Putin clearly said the reason he invaded Ukraine is historical. Ukraine is part of Russia. So it doesn't matter what NATO was doing, it doesn't matter any of these other so-called justifications or reasons. He said it was historical. That's the same basic argument that Hitler made. So he for going into Poland and Czechoslovakia and all those fun things. So he just and so I don't get this hate for Tucker other than they just hate Tucker. Man, I'm gonna get timed out. Okay, another one down. Possibly behind him, and the other one got me. So I thought that, and I just saw that clip, but I thought that clip was ample reason why Tucker did a great job with that. And Tucker also requested the one journalist to be released, whether he was a spy or not or whatever. And so I don't know, other than interrupting him more and waving his finger and saying, naughty boy, naughty boy, naughty boy, Putin. I don't know what Tucker could have done better, more different.
Ow.
There was an interesting video in the war chat, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually video footage of German panzers surrendering to Norwegian and British troops, which is kind of cool.
Well, I'm not coming back. They're coming right into our spawn. We've lost.
Mm-hmm.
Smells like defeatism.
Is it Jover?
It's Jover. My eye, my eye. Operation timed out. Please don't start timing out when I'm on an attack run.
Yeah, it was getting for me a little bad. One of the trying to shoot one time, but I'm still getting this. Oh boy.
Excuse me, what? Tigers just survived 2 1,000-pound bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while we're having a little break from playing, I'm going to go grab a Coke and I'll be right back. Entertain the boys.
I see.
Det er noe vi bare bytter til norsk og fortsetter å prate sånn.
No.
Jeg syns vi skal det.
No. We cannot speak the moon rune story. The feeble brain cannot handle it.
Kan vi vel? Hva skal de gjøre for å stoppe oss, liksom?
You see, Toy, if we do it, it is an act of war.
Jeg ser ikke problemet.
Yeah.
Altså, det er ikke et meg-problem.
I know, but it's think about the children. I see.
Mhm. Det du skjønner det.
Sure, whatever. I see. Man, nice. Next, we got the best squad in the next one. This one as well. Very poggers. What am I researching right now? Ah, the Firefly.
Okay, I am back.
Commander, the radio won't fit. Put it in a box in the back of the turret. Sir, the gun won't fit. Put it in sideways.
Oh, Gamer is live.
Who would have thunk?
Yeah, who would have thunk?
I certainly didn't.
No. But you've been brain dead for years, so,
An accurate statement considering
you haven't thought anything, so, who would have thunk? You wouldn't have.
Oh.
Right.
Again,
Wow.
operation timed out. What the fuck is happening?
It's the servers
They're
dying.
being DDoSed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully that's... All right. Well, I think we're going to try for another same match. So 3, 2, 1, go. Well, looks like we're going in already.
Yeah, servers are quite.
Oh, my favorite! Yay!
Hey, advance to the Rhine. Whoop whoop.
Yep.
Where are we going, boys?
Sniper lane time for me.
Left, 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 left.
Yeah,
left,
yeah.
left,
He
right.
blamed that absolutely. You're right. But also he said, you know, he gave that long historical justification for you know, going in, and that to
You and
me,
me, Eric.
Yeah, I'm on
that to me just said, hey, I'm like Hitler. I wanted to go conquer land because
Oh
pounced.
god, I think servers died, guys. I'm getting
Yeah.
operation timed out.
I'm getting a bunch, but I'm still going. I'm still trying to
Again.
operate.
Again.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying.
God damn
Who are
it.
we up against? Oh. We're up against the European nations, or some such.
Yeah. We got China with us against Europe.
Get China with us.
You know, because you know, is Britain really part of Europe? You know, is the question, and I've not fully answered
Yeah,
that.
we hold this. We hold this.
And I don't mean
boys.
jokingly. I
We'll
mean
cut them off if they
seriously.
do that.
Is their island status make them a bit different? I wonder.
Yes, he's again with us. Woo!
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yep. Oh yeah. Kronos is with us still.
The guy's turret. I'm dead. No. Loader on the IS. There's many boys here, Tori.
Yeah. Kinda figured.
I got a good angle here. They can't actually push me.
That's good. That's good.
Don't push. Don't push. Don't push. Don't push.
Yeah, no.
Harder.
Just be
Oh,
careful.
they actually got me. They got the crack. There's-
It's a Porsche Tiger. Porsche Tiger.
yeah.
Well, I've come all the way up here, and I've yet to see.
Oh,
Push,
bugger
you know.
only got his loader.
I'm pushing. I'm coming up in the crom shell.
Ours doesn't have any smokes.
I'm immobilized. At a halfway decent angle at least.
The crom fine. Not the Cromwell. The Crom ill.
Oh my god, they all just came!
The Lord said come, and they came. Oh, one got killed.
E34 still alive.
Yeah, I'm pushing.
Okay. One went around the corner there, and I'm still immobilized.
What? Where?
Oh, yeah, he's back. He's back
He's
there.
behind us. Oh,
What?
I think they're behind us as
Man, I can't
Oh,
see
yeah,
shit with all the burning wrecks here.
well. Yeah. We need help. I don't know how
Oh yeah,
to do it.
I just saw a whole heap of them drive right past here.
Ah, got spawn killed. Come on.
I don't get it.
There's an IS reversing it. There's a reverse IS
Okay,
here.
guys. I think this spawn is over. I'm all out.
Bugger.
Yeah, they grinded all the points away.
Yeah, I am about to be flanked though.
Oh, I died finally, but yeah. No good combat for me. I mean, I got beat up. Okay, let's come in this thing, I guess.
Oh my god, there is a
Oh,
literal heap of them. Help
Okay.
me!
Historically, and you know, I'm a bit of a historian, I look for historical patterns. Conquerors tend to continue to keep going so long as they don't get resistance. Success builds on success. So I very much think the Baltic states were because I do say it's past tense now, because I've been telling, including my Ukrainian friend, I've been telling everyone I can. Ukraine's already won the war. They defeated the Soviet initial attack, push on, you know, to put on a new,
They were defeated by Kiev.
you know, yeah, outside of Kiev, and so they didn't take that. They got pushed back from there. Sure, they were able to push in more territory down in the south, but the primary objective of keeping Ukraine not dominated by Russia has succeeded. Yeah, they've lost territory. This isn't like conquering heroes marching into Moscow victory, but it's a victory in my opinion. And so I very much feel that they've done that good. I think Russia is, at least comparatively, I think losing the attrition war. You know, I'm not saying Ukraine isn't taking attrition too. They are. But Russia is, you know, in Hoi 4 terms, scraping the bottom of the barrel, it seems, looking for old tanks and other crap to use and upgrade and have. So, with that in mind, and yeah, give me your side, give me your side. Oh, that hit right in his sponsor. That should have blown them to hell. Oh. Well, they're hitting to the Tiger. Damage. Oh, I hit him, but there we go. That missed. Hello,
Vadim Carson out here.
So, I think Putin, if he could, I mean, he was stopped by George Bush the Younger, but Putin would go into Georgia again. I don't think he would hesitate a moment if he thought he could get away with it. So yeah, he'd go beyond Ukraine. I don't know that he plans on invading Poland or anything like that, but
he would never win that.
You know, Hitler truly thought that France and Britain would not fight over Poland. He thought it was a bluff. He gambled. He knew it was a gamble. He gambled and lost. If whether, you know, Britain and France were going to go after, you know, or go fight to defend Poland. And
lads, can I have a help, please? Just a little one.
Well,
I'm all alone. Everything's exploding.
Yeah, no, I can't get there. I got.
Oh my God! There's a tiger. I thought it was the PT. Where'd the PT go? Oh!
Oh, yeah, I died. Got one, but I died too. So yeah, Putin might have gambled and thought, well, hey, the West won't go to war over the Baltic states. They didn't go to war over Ukraine. I mean, I'm saying if they didn't, you know, if they didn't do what they did and he got away with it, I truly believe he would have tried the Baltic states next. And the Baltic states, you know, being part of NATO, it could have led to a major Russian, I almost said Soviet, but Russian versus NATO conflict. I don't know that it would have gone nuclear or anything, but it would have been oh, boom, died. So I don't see why not. And the one thing that I'm really sort of this whole thing is really sort of teaching me is that the nuclear peace is over. The world stability. Oh, we got best squad.
Oh no, shocker.
That earned me 6,000 points.
If-
RP.
If we lose now, I'll get 50,000 anyway. So
Okay, just got that.
nice.
What do I want to research here? M60. Or oh well, let's do the 109. I don't like those, but at least it's in the American trade. And so we you know, you can call it Pax Americana. You can call it, and I know there's been wars, and I even have a book called War, a really cool book that was published in I think the mid '80s or '90 or early '90s or something like that. Yeah, it was the Cold War was still sort of going on, so it was late '80s. Called War in or Wars in Peace, meaning the overall Cold War was going on, so it was not a major war, but all the Vietnam and the Ethiopian wars and with Somalia and all the little wars going on. So yeah, I know there's been wars going on, but we've not had a big general conflict like World War One, like World War Two, or the Napoleonic Wars, or the 7 Years' War, or whatever. So we can look back, and I think that whether you want to call it the Cold War, but I think I call it the nuclear peace. The threat to smaller nations of being nuked, and the big nations of becoming a general nuclear exchange. Okay, I think, are we ready, Kronos? So 3, 2, 1.
Lift
And
off.
so yeah, exactly, ZZ. So I think at all the war games that I used to play way back in the 90s, and some strategy games, one of them I particularly liked, but as soon as there was a single shot fired between I'm going to go towards the north of the map. As soon as there
my T1. Whee!
There was a single shot between American and Soviets, you lost the game because it presumed that would immediately escalate into World War III, nuclear exchange. So meaning if there was Soviets send troops into, say, Ethiopia, and you were to send troops in there too, well, that would mean World War III, boom, and the game was over. And I'm going, what? No. I mean, yeah, maybe if we had a direct confrontation in NATO, but if the Soviets, had troops in Ethiopia and the Americans sent in an airborne division, if Ethiopia was, say, fighting, going into Somaliland or Somalia or whatever, and the U.S. sent in an airborne division to confront them, if the Soviets didn't immediately back down, that would mean general war. And so it was the ideology of the people and the designers of the game, whether they were trying to influence people or they just truly believed that any shooting conflict would necessarily have to escalate into a general war. And I vehemently disagreed with it, not just because I wanted to turn what they, I think, wanted to make as a diplomacy game into a war game. I really think, I look at the Korean War as an example in which we did not shoot, bomb, or any other way attack China outside of the Korean theater. We didn't blockade. We didn't, use submarines against commercial shipping or military shipping somewhere else against China. We fought China within basically the borders and airspace and whatnot of Korea, north and south. So I couldn't understand why, and so I gave up playing the game fairly quickly. I mean,
What was the name?
I forget. It was a global sort of diplomacy kind of game. This was back in the 90s, so I don't know if you'd really be interested in playing it if you figured it out, but and so again, I don't know if they were just trying to be, you know, this indoctrination idea, teach everyone no, fire hot, don't do this, or whether they just truly believed it. But and I'm citing a example that sure in the late 50s, early 60s era, China wasn't the great power that it is today, but it still shows that we did not expand the war outside of the theater of immediate operations. And I could see, a limited goal situation in which we might do the same with the Soviets, say in somewhere like Africa, that wouldn't expand to a NATO conflict or whatever. And so with all of that, I really see China or China or somebody else now thinking that they don't have to fear nuclear conflict if they were to go into Taiwan or something that they may have feared before.
Right, guys. Whoever's up most north of the map, I don't think you're gonna get any kills up there.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you might want to move a little bit further south.
Well,
Sure.
yeah, I don't know.
Because we got a
maybe
lot of people
try-
pushing for our point. That's a
Yeah, you might. Actually, I'm trying to hunt this. Okay, somebody just killed the T-34 I was hunting.
Alright, I'll move
I think
south.
it was.
Okay.
I think it was Toy Jet, but that's fine.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't. As you guys never know, I don't ever blame anybody like for kill stealing. No, you kill them as fast as you can. You
It's
don't.
teamwork.
Yeah, it's teamwork, but it's also what that guy might be doing to me or somebody else in the meantime.
Yeah, I mean, I had him scouted out and I was following him. I just had to reload after killing the PT.
Yeah, and that works.
Oh my god, you guys stole my kill.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
Yet
my
the Soviets
God,
straight
shut the
up
fuck
shot
up.
down American jets and killed pilots in Korea. Well, now they were doing that, not wearing Soviet uniforms, not carrying Soviet IDs, not having Soviet emblems painted on their Soviet-made aircraft. And in essence, they were Soviet pilots, in the service of North Korea, kind of thing. As mercenaries or volunteers. And we dropped fake depth charges on a nuclear submarine, in which convinced the crew World War III started. To be honest, gamer, I don't think anything has changed. Well, I think it has. I think governments in their calculations is different.
Bigger tank right here.
Yeah, I took out his barrel. Oh, no, not that one.
I took out this barrel.
Yeah, I took out a barrel of one up here that's really close to me. Around here.
No, he's around here.
Well, I don't know if there's any U.S. pilots that have, left the U.S. service
Around here.
I can't
and
break
that, and then, volunteered for Ukraine.
Oh.
I don't know if it has or hasn't happened. It's nothing that the U.S. would admit to. There's a Tiger coming for Arno.
Right
He
here.
just got hit, but no damage. Damn it! I tried. I hit him, but no damage.
I was targeted from two sides.
Okay, well, hey, I've hit this guy
Whoa,
twice.
whoa, 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 whoa!
And he got my barrel. I hit that guy 3 times. No freaking damage. Being backed up by the U.S. government, like, yeah, well, no, I'm saying that the U.S. government may have. I don't know that the U.S. government hasn't sent pilots, but see, I don't think pilots are the issue for Ukraine. I think the issue is aircraft, and I don't think they've been given any U.S. aircraft.
Well, they're getting around 24 Dutch F-16s.
Well, those are Dutch aircraft. I know they're maybe U.S. made.
No. We had to get your permission.
Yeah, but meaning they're not coming from U.S. inventory. They're coming from Dutch inventory. Yeah, there is a distinction there. I get you, Arno, but there is a distinction.
Also,
Hey,
Hello,
Jan.
Smitty.
Well,
Maybe
so
he
far,
can
every
make
single
progress.
match, Kronos has made it into the, got him. Made it into the same match. So I don't know if you want to try to continue that with him and join up as Squad B,
I
or
would not squad. I would not squad with him. I think.
or you can try to lone wolf it in with us
Yeah.
if you prefer. That's Eric's belief that lone wolf is better than a squad to try to get in the same match, but I don't know.
sure, I'm gonna lone wolf it. Fuck it.
Okay,
Do it live.
we're playing as Americans or British. 5-7.
5-7? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't really make it that high.
Uh-oh.
I can only.
Hello, Arno.
Hold on. I
Oh, there's a
could
P8
get
coming in.
That's not
P8.
moving there.
I could
P8.
get
Where?
Bearing 64.
Well, I'm getting the hell out of here.
064.
Oh, I'm getting artillery.
B8 heading in.
I wish I could see him.
All right, well, I'm getting out of here, getting away from you guys.
P51
Yeah, I see him.
Giant bomber.
Way too high for me to get
I
in.
gotta move.
You gotta smooth.
Oh my
dropped
god,
the bomb,
he's
he dropped
dropped.
the bomb.
He's dropped. Run, Deutsche, run.
But where did he drop on? On the point or
the
somewhere
point.
else? Oh, right near me.
Ah, Gamer. No.
Yeah, right near me. I saw the bomb land there.
I could get the M4A1 with the 76W version. That's
Look
Yeah,
how
I-
they
yeah.
massacred my boy.
is that 5.3 or 5.7?
Then the Soviet advisors to Vietnam. Oh yes. Now, but see, that's advisor. In this game, it was not sending advisors wouldn't trigger it. In the game, it would actually have to be, U.S. flagged. Like you're wearing an American patch on your shoulder, or an 82nd Airborne or whatever patch on your shoulder, division going in, and that would trigger World War. Not sending advisors, not doing other sorts of things. But if your side was losing, the war, even though you sent advisors, well, if you sent in troops, and that meant, and you may have not known in the game that the Soviets sent in troops. So it was only actual, flagged units fighting other flagged units that counted in the game, not covert operations, because covert operations were part of the game, but very much so, but not, actual combat troops. So, see, that's the difference. But to the point is, right now, I don't know whether it's on the Romanian or the Polish borders, but there is a factory that has been set up, literally, my understanding at least, is literally on the border, that is that are Leopard 2s are being brought in, and whether you want to call it repaired or serviced or whatever, and sent back to Ukraine. And so that is a very open operation from a NATO country into a zone of conflict.
I could only get it up to 5-0.
Well, I don't know if you'll get in. We're often being up-tiered, so I don't know if you would get into the match with that. You can try. Now, which may be why you would want to squad up with Kronos, because he would be on tier.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I don't, whether he wants to squad up with you or not, I don't know, because he may want to keep his winning streak, as it were.
We're going to call him a pannenkoek.
But I really, honestly, I'm not saying Eric is wrong. I just don't know whether it's a singleness or simply there's few Americans and British wanting to play, so it gets in. Where if we were doing Germany, there may be a large, line of people getting in, so you're less likely to be in the same match. So I don't know.
Except by
Talking about war games, I
Maybe
can't
one,
wait
yeah.
for South America Hoi 4 expansion. Finally, Brazil will have a focus tree. Yeah, that's cool, especially for you guys down there.
Oh,
On,
he accepted.
he's not a pannenkoek.
No,
Damn, I was
he's
getting
now
ready
an
to shoot
apple.
him.
An
He's
apple.
now een flensje.
I mean, if I can't get kills, how am I going to get best squad?
Apple. An apple.
Rather have a Samsung. Wait, what?
An apple.
Apple.
I don't want Apple products.
I hate it too, gamer.
I don't hate it. I just don't want them. It's not like afford or can't afford or whatever. I mean, I'm a cheap ass person and haven't bought like a cool phone at all. But
You don't have a smartphone, gamer?
I do. But I mean, but it's an old one. And I probably will be getting a better one sometime soon because I'm traveling around a bunch more. Oh, somebody's on A.
Oh, the Apple. Apple. The Apple Vision. Goggles.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
stuff are, I find that incredibly
Oh
stupid.
my god.
Well, I saw a live review of somebody using it for the first time, and he thought it was incredible. Not that he thought it was worth the $3,500 or whatever to buy the damn thing, but he
VR for like a fraction of the price.
oh
Yeah.
he said it's so much better than any VR that he's tried, and he's tried a bunch of VRs.
Well, then he hasn't tried like the what's it called, the one from Steam.
Oh, he has. This was one of the guys from the second guy.
Tickets?
Yeah, Linus Tech Tips guy. What's the name? The partner guy. So this is somebody who really does have a lot of experience with VR and various VR stuff. I'm not saying he's done all of it, but he's done a lot of it.
Well,
Yeah.
Apple makes it more refined.
Well, the screen is supposedly next world compared to any of the previous VR. The quality.
Yeah, I.
No, it looks stupid to wander around, and I think it is stupid to try like wander around the
Yes.
city and do that. Yeah, I mean, there's a
home?
yeah, exactly. Because it's like I have three monitors sort of set up here, and so it's that kind of thing. That and he says this is just the first iteration and they need improvements, but the idea that you can have like in-depth 3D computing, and as they continue to improve things, it can very much be the idea that it'll only show you what you need to see. So like if somebody walks in front of you, it'll show you that person, but otherwise it won't necessarily show you the environment around you. So you're both out of your environment and still in your environment wearing this thing. So, depending on the mode setting you have. And so it is supposedly really cool. I'm not planning on getting this, but yeah, Apple adaptability is a problem. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not going to get it at all, but it does sound like it's a serious development.
Yeah. It's gonna get a lot more tiny, I think.
Well, it probably will over time.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I bought about the biggest laptop I could buy when I bought my laptop because cooling. The biggest thing that in looking into it at high-end laptops, the biggest limitation is cooling. And I wasn't looking for a laptop to take it to the library every day. I was looking to travel back and forth between Arizona, and so I actually bought because it's
It's a gaming laptop?
yeah, it's an Alienware.
Oh, I love those things.
Yeah, but it's the big Alienware, and I bought the backpack that was designed to go with it. So because that laptop has 2 power bricks for it. So it is really sort of a desktop replacement as opposed to a laptop. So it was, get on the airplane and fly and stay for a week or something in Arizona, and have a good computer there. That's what I wanted, as opposed to, again, as like going to the library or running around, small light laptops.
Mhm.
So if I was ever going to wear something, and I never tried it, but the original sort of Google Glass, that sort of something you look through with
Oh,
being able to project. Yeah, okay, something you're wearing around and you're sort of having it to be able to see through projections, and maybe because I thought it'd be a good idea that if you get something that does facial recognition, it might pop up a bubble of the person and go, oh, that's gamer 1745, maybe just by your handle or whatever. And so if it recognizes that, and so as you walk around and you could, oh, there's a good review for that restaurant over there, or whatever, so you could have a 3D experience that it really interacts with your environment that you're actually in. It's an enhancement to your environment. That would be something I would consider wearing out in public if it was sort of like it wasn't ridiculous looking. Or you can have like this, and I hope it would get lighter so it's not too heavy of a thing on your face, but something that is there and big to sort of use at your home, and that's more higher end performance is more the issue than secondary.
what servers are you
What
on? Just the EU?
we're losing Toy Jet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, Kronos is the next one to get invited in because he's been around the longest.
Okay, then I'm not able to join, or
Yeah,
reliably join.
I
Just
know,
do a
I know.
countdown with just do a countdown with gamer.
We will, but
Yeah.
I know, although Kronos has been in all of our battles, he's still been here first. Okay, so
He also has the 5.7 BR, but
yeah, well, there's reason to have you in. Okay, well, actually, you know what we'll do? Let's go to Germany 6-0. Okay, guys?
6-0.
6-0.
6-0 Germany.
I think everybody has that. That way, we may or may not get in just because of that, and I will.
Fair enough.
I'll go down to just the EU.
I need to change
EU.
because the King
Because
Tiger
I had
is,
both North American and EU
Oh,
selected, and we were
Tiger
still
E,
getting in
Panther,
this thing.
Panther,
I
M1
see.
and 9G. Nice.
Yeah, I got 3 good Panthers. You got the Tiger, the E.
6-0, yeah.
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 Okay.
And not in 6.0, but still very good. You got things like the Waffenträger, the Panzer 470V,
Shit.
the Ostwind 2 for AA, the Panzerbefehlwagen at 5.7. That's still sort of good for all of that stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of options here at 6.0
I'm just
that are
needing to. Oh, there you go.
good.
That should.
Why Italy AI so brain dead? Well, I don't know. And which AI are you talking about? Because
Hoi
you do
4,
know.
I think.
Well, I know he's talking about Hoi 4, but which AI? Because there isn't an AI. There's a combat AI, there's a diplomacy AI, there's a economic AI, and those are different things.
And they're all equally bad.
Well, they may be, but he's saying specifically Italy, and I don't know what. No, so okay, guys. Are you ready, Jan?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, to battle.
Go. 75.
Oh, we're going in.
Joining.
Yeah. Ground realistic battles, and we got American Desert.
American Desert Conquest 1.
Yeah, we got.
Yay.
We're in the same. We're in the same match. We're back in American Desert, people, but at least it's a different setup. Same side though. Okay, well, I'm going to go across the map towards A. Rush with everybody else. In general, yeah. Well, okay. I don't play Italy enough, and I don't play the basic. Okay, so I think all. Let's see. Are we in with? There's Jan Smitty. Yep, we're all here. We're all together now. Well, I have not looked into AI naval. Okay, well, historically, Italy gets naval invaded many times, so I don't know how that's different than historical. But Italy, it was, I believe, a combination of being afraid to lose its fleet and the doctrine of fleet in being, as opposed to decisive battle. And that had Italy doing so, excuse me, so bad for naval battles in World War II. At least that's how I interpret
RDNA?
the situation. And so the AI may not think in those terms. Either, hey, I don't want to lose my ships, so I'm going to keep them in port, as well as, hey, I believe in a fleet in being to just sort of be ready to counter any naval invasion. I don't want to lose. That would have been good if I was there ready to go, but I wasn't. Oh. Got him. He backed into me. Yay. Cool. Oh. Oh, no, I should run down into the depression here. Oh, somebody got my damager. Okay, in the depression, repairing.
Fuck.
Okay, 2 crew members left, pushing up. Somebody sort of cleared the way for me. Oh, there's... I shot him. I thought I hit him, but I guess not. Hello, CSGO fun game. How you doing? How long do you play? Well, I mean, for another couple hours today, probably. Is that what you're asking? How long are we going to play today? Or how long have I been playing is what you're asking. I don't know.
Normally
Years.
just 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 hours, yeah.
Yeah. 3 to 4.
Oh, you got... Oh.
And again, on the topic of the nuclear peace, I know that when I was getting my Army training way, way back in the day, this was when the Cold War was still going on, or just at the end of it, really. Well, it's still going on, but the end was coming. There was very much the thought that a NATO Warsaw Pact confrontation would go nuclear. One of my teachers, his previous job before teaching ROTC was commanding a Lance missile battery, which Lance missiles were nuclear missiles, theater nuclear missiles, in Europe. So he was one of the guys that was in Europe commanding a nuclear missile, and as far
Those
as I
could
can...
be-
What?
Yeah, but those could be used without nuclear.
Though
Material.
his had nuclear, is my understanding. And he very much was of the idea that he wasn't going to allow his missile battery to be captured by the Soviets. So either they were going to be winning, or or he was going to shoot his missiles off, and since there were going to be nuclear missiles flying around Europe, they were presuming that it would escalate into continental missiles, firing at the U.S. So they might as well just first strike at that point. So the strategic thinking of America at the time was, hey, a general NATO conflict was either going to be quickly defeated, the Warsaw Pact quickly defeated, or it was going to end up being a thermonuclear war. Damn, how did I miss? I am missing so many shots today. I don't know if it's just because I'm blathering on here. I'm reloading slowly because I lost my loader. Hey, well, that was actually... Okay, let's see. Now, okay, give me your little special spot. There we go.
Nice. That was a good bomb.
If somebody's on the point, good.
We have 3 AA guns. That's fantastic. 4 AA guns.
I'm driving up to cut off the A point from the enemies.
Right.
Attack the A point.
I've got the flank position. Looks like... Oh, there's somebody over there.
And M50 just died.
He just died.
Danger close on me at least.
See where that came
Okay,
from.
fuck it.
There we go. That's still alive. That is up tier. Oh, got a good shot in on him.
The Porsche Tiger's gotten faster. Oh, whoever shot that, nice.
Me. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, I shot but I missed, so you saved my ass there.
I think he saw me and tried to...
Danger close?
Yeah. It seems to be that A that has been spotted already.
Yeah.
Oh, they just died.
Unless we all go into the air, I think we've got this one.
Yes, do that one tank meme where a type 55, I think, was is doing some weird shit.
I just saw you shoot. Gotcha. Is somebody else alive?
Loading armor pen.
I can't. Oh, I can't see down below that railroad. I did see.
Ow, what shot?
Oh, that was a cool spinning.
Did that shoot me in the side? No.
Yeesh.
Oh, it's frontal.
Yeah, there's somebody over this area here, Eric. I think he just died. But there was somebody there.
Got.
I think by him, because when he fired.
Yeah, he's dead though.
No, good. We're doing much better.
We gotta get best squad though.
Yeah, I hope we will. I'm fairly high on the leaderboard and you're okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Jan doesn't count towards best squad.
Yeah. Let's see the BTZ or whatever it's called. The
BTR dead?
Yeah, the BTR. It's dead.
Oh, the KV2 with the 6 cannon. That's a rare sight.
It wasn't a sailor recently. Probably.
Could be, yeah. Well, now they are doing like a bunch of special offers, right? To if you buy golden eagles and such.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
pushing
put-
things.
Mm,
What
we
did
didn't
we
get
get?
best squad.
No, we didn't.
Nope.
Oh damn. Oh well.
My best
Okay.
war wager ended. Oh, well.
Okay. Well, I
Aw.
got 50,000.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It is whatever.
Well,
Yeah,
we
you
what?
can
We
get
got
it.
50,000. That's better than getting
Yeah,
nothing at all. That
you
isn't.
can
Yeah.
take my spot. I'm gonna stop for now.
All right.
Okay. I'll be right back. We'll get Jan in here. Next.
Oh, Niagara is
Battle.
also playing, but I don't know if.
I don't know if he wants to join us
Yeah,
since we're live, but
probably not.
be right back.
Roger.
Hey Arno,
Yeah.
what did you think of the latest model that I finished?
Oh, it looked amazing.
Q. Yeah, I like the winter camo on that. Didn't turn out too bad.
No. Although, it's just stripes all over the
Well,
place.
that's literally what camo is meant to be.
I know, I know.
Yeah. Have you ever heard
Well,
of the dazzle?
I know about the dazzle,
Yeah.
but it's just yes, just whoop whoop.
Yeah. I think it
Yeah.
looks good because it actually gives
Yes.
me a headache. It's it hard. Like I think it could be pretty good to break up its profile. So
Uh, yeah, sure.
what do you mean?
Yeah, sure. That is
Okay.
big enough
What's
to
going
break
on
up.
here?
Oh,
No, I'm just
Oh no,
talking
no,
about
oh,
this.
can't. Oh shit, no shit.
Ah,
Wait,
god damn it!
I hit.
You got. I don't really mind.
No, it wasn't meant to. I bumped my keyboard and it just went in.
sure.
Oh
Gamer.
well. Yeah. Well.
I'm gonna play some Americans then.
Well. Okay.
Well, one game and then
Yeah.
hopefully we're all
Yeah.
done then. And,
Yeah. Well.
no, Connor's just decided.
He'll be back probably. He does this once in a while. Uh oh. Alright, well. Putting artillery down in D3. Ending funny, maybe if that's my artillery. Okay. It's just fixed his vehicle. We're getting artillery to our front. Okay. And boom, I died to somebody. Oh, sniper. Oh, over there. Okay, look up the hill, Kronos. Look up the hill. There's somebody right up in there. Kronos, there's somebody up in here. Let me put him on the map. Right there.
I think I'm gonna leave the Discord, but I will keep the stream up, of course.
Well, thank you.
Eric,
Thanks for hanging out, Eric.
Eric,
Well-
if you find anything Dutch, you know what's
Yeah, yeah.
relatively cheap, I'll buy it for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. No, I'll look around here. It's like I monitor the thing every day to see if there's anything interesting.
I would really
Eric's becoming a
appreciate it.
pusher.
I would
Yeah,
really
he is.
appreciate it. Dude.
What am I becoming?
Pusher.
Is that bad?
Well, you know, there's drug pushers.
Ah, I see. I'd rather call myself. I'm good at using other people's money.
Pusher.
No
You're
more
pushing. You're
less.
pushing militaria.
Yes.
Hey. I love to
Yeah.
collect that stuff. So
Yeah. Oh, I do too.
The easiest thing is.
I'm just
most likely- yeah, like,
teasing
Dutch
Eric
shit-
here is all.
well,
hey,
like-
Eric, I did send you the picture of the.
And I got.
Yeah, you
um,
did. I think you did. Yeah.
I mean,
It's an amazing-
Eric got me the my.
Very
Does
cool.
everybody know that what Eric got me?
What did you get him?
A jerry can. It got here a while ago. I mean, he bought it quite a while ago, but it actually
Yeah.
got here
Oh,
quick,
I didn't know
shipping
that.
wise. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a jerry can here that Eric got.
Yeah.
Please,
That's
Eric,
very-
Cool.
find some stuff for me. You always find some cool shit.
It's what's it called? It was the Wehrmacht.
Yeah.
Jerry can. Yeah.
Yeah. World War II, real German. And I'm very pleased with it.
Tiger E.
Mm,
Someday I'll do videos. Once I get set up to do videos, I'll make some cool videos. I know I keep saying that, and I keep meaning to do it, but it just life getting in the way.
And life gives you lemons.
Yeah, definitely some lemons. Definitely some lemons.
Actually, gamer, it's been quite on my mind about stuff because I saw a Rwanda, the history of Rwanda by armchair historian,
Okay.
and I was wondering, what would have you done if you were in that kind of situation?
Meaning if I was in Rwanda?
Yes. During
Get the
that-
hell out.
Yeah.
Well, why would I stay there? There's a freaking genocide going on. I mean,
But if you suddenly turned into the leader of Rwanda, what would you do then?
well, okay. You mean me as an American who conquered the place? Well, there wouldn't be a genocide. If you're meaning me as a Rwandan, well, I would probably, be out there with whatever side I was on. I mean, you gotta understand that in context.
Yes, I know, but as the
Because I mean, I almost don't understand the question. I mean, I understand the words you're saying. I just don't understand it. If you were an African who didn't think killing your neighbor was wrong, what would you be doing? Well, I'd be killing my neighbor. If I didn't think it was wrong.
Mm.
You know, if
Okay.
if you're a Nazi, you believe in killing Jews. You know,
RMB?
No,
yeah,
no, no, no. I would say,
yeah. Now, if you're saying me as an American, well, you know, if I was somehow in charge of the country, well, there wouldn't be a genocide. If I was just there as a citizen, you know, American citizen who's there, I get the hell out.
mm.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, I gotta work on my questions a little bit.
work on that because, yeah, let's see what ZZ. I just don't understand, gamer, why you think anything has changed from the Cold War, at least. Well, I mean, China was afraid of the U.S. and its nukes that it declared war on U.S. itself, and you're
What?
worried about factories. China was so unafraid of the U.S. and its nukes that it declared war on U.S. itself. China never declared war on the U.S. Please show me. Please show me when China declared war on the U.S.
Show documentation because
Yeah, well, I mean,
that.
just a Wikipedia article. That's all I need. When, where has China attacked U.S. troops? Are we talking Korea? Well, that was the UN, and we were there under a UN mandate, which limited the situation. And I am not sure. Again, this I'm not sure. I am not sure if China sent in any troops into Korea. And right now, I'm honestly not sure if they sent in any troops. I don't know if China sent in troops or if Chinese volunteered for the Korean army, like we were talking about the Russians, the Soviets. Because my understanding, who we were negotiating with, is in people was North Korea. But I'm not sure on that. You've got me some areas that I'm just not sure, quite honestly, on. But either way, whether they came in as, you know, wearing Chinese badges, or no, what I'm saying is, no, I'm not talking about the ethnicity of the troops, but were they there as Chinese troops or were they there as Korean troops, North Korean troops? But either way, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure right now.
The Chinese troops went in as, what was it, the People's Volunteer Army or some such. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I believe they fought as North Koreans.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They were there as North Koreans. Well, okay. Well, maybe Kronos, but Toy Jet, are you looking this up on Wikipedia or something?
I can go have a look.
Yeah, please do. I'm not, quite honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not saying somebody's wrong or right. I don't know right offhand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I know one person. I mean, I know one person who I'm not going to out him here. We were going to maybe do an interview, but we never did. That he went into Ukraine, and I don't think he was doing any fighting, but he was doing medical support and training of Ukrainians in the combat zone or in Ukraine somewhere for considerable months, and he was or is. Well, I'll say British, and a recently serving in the British Army. Recently, as in maybe out a few years from being in active service, but he might even still technically be in the reserves in the British, inactive reserves in the British Army. Now he didn't go to fight. He said when I talked to him. I talked to him when this was a few months ago, probably about 6 months ago or more. That he was recently out within weeks, so not months. So 3 weeks, 6 weeks, I don't know when out. But he had spent months in Ukraine, and again, I don't know specifically how long, but like I think like half a year to a year, in Ukraine. So here we have a former active, maybe still inactive, because at least I know in America, often you stay for conceivably, especially if you're an officer, many years as an inactive reservist, meaning you don't do anything. They can just call you up if they have a need for you. And so he was, UK citizen, living in the UK now. I just don't want to out him too much. And so he was in Ukraine. Because Kiev was, in the theater of operations, and still is. I'm still periodically talking to one, and again, he doesn't like to be outed here. That's why he'll always disappear if we're going to be live. But, okay, we are out now. I am kicking Eric, and I'm going to give Jan an invite.
I can't find anything decisive, but it seems to me that the PVA, the People's Volunteer Army, was formed as, I think, as I understand it, I'm looking at a fucking, I'm looking at a 90-page document of it here. It was formed as it was Chinese troops, but they were technically under Korean command.
Yeah, that's my understanding. Is what Toy Jet is saying.
They fought in Chinese uniforms and all, with Chinese equipment and with Soviet air support. Right.
But now the Soviet air support, again, to my knowledge, had, if it had any markings, it was North Korean markings, and they weren't wearing Soviet dog tags or had Soviet ID cards. Again, meaning that they were there technically as volunteers for the People's Liberation or whatever they would list it as opposed to mercenaries, volunteers for the North Korean Air Force. So yeah, we could have all of and this is what the British and I again knew people. Now this wasn't so much of a even a loose internet friend, but just people that I had met. British officers would officially leave the British Army and officially join the Omanian army, the army of Oman, and fight in like the Darfur conflict. And then later, lo and behold, they were back in the British Army and still continuing for seniority as if they never left, a year or two later. So that there were no British troops, no British advisors, no, if any of them were killed or wounded, there was no British losses in the Darfur War, whatever, sort of the south part of the part of Yemen nearest to, or part of Oman nearest to Yemen down there. Casualties. So they were keeping it clean that way. I've sent you an invite, Jan. I don't know if you can get out of your match.
I already accepted it. We're just
Oh,
waiting.
well, it just okay. Well, to me, it's just giving a
He's in. He's in.
Okay,
Mhm.
well then we'll go to battle. Oh, it's follow players do not have cross network play option enabled. Jan,
Oh wait, what?
following
Hold
players
on.
do not have cross network play option enabled. That's what I'm getting for Jan Smitty. And all I've been getting is a Jan's icon there and a timing circle thing going around. They were commanded by Chinese commander. Yeah, splitting from the People's Liberation Army equivalent would be the U.S. splitting volunteer army from the U.S. Army. Well, they weren't volunteers. The Chinese. They were those soldiers were. It was part of I think Mao's or whoever's attempt to get rid of excess soldiers by sending them over.
How do you enable that?
I don't know. I've never enabled it to my knowledge. I don't know what I've never seen that before, Jan. But that was still, in a way, you got to realize the U.S. was not fighting, and we obviously, as you well know, ZZ, the U.S. has not been at war since 1945. But that was not the U.S. fighting a war in Korea. That was the UN fighting a war in Korea, and in which Turkey and Greece both sent forces to be under UN command, American, because we basically the second largest was British contingent, but the British were there, and so those were UN troops fighting in Korea. Obviously, they weren't. They had in that case they hadn't left American service. They were like Eric, who's around here, who's had one or two relatives that have been there. They are still sort of in their own army, but sent into a UN situation, so that they're still Norwegian troops, and but are given a UN peacekeeping mission. The Korean War was not a peacekeeping mission. All the other ones basically were peacekeeping, as opposed to that one. I get your point, but these fictions matter because again, we did not attack any Korean targets, or any Chinese targets outside of the Korean theater. MacArthur wanted to, and this is where he got in his fight and got fired by Truman, because he wanted to nuke or bomb at least.
This squad, so you can play, and then I'm gonna look.
Okay.
On the internet.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna. I don't know if it has anything to do with the current timed out bug.
Well, for me, you were offline gamer.
Yeah, and I'm still not I've 3 times tried to remove you from squad and it still hasn't done so. Okay. So I'm not sure what's
What is
going on
happening?
here. Look at Discord. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what on Eric's modeling corner are we talking about? Kronos. Okay.
Yeah, Eric's
Kronos.
modeling.
Oh,
Hey, gamer,
somehow
you're offline?
yeah. Well, no, I'm not. I'm getting timed out here,
It
and
says
because
it for me.
he's showing me that I'm no longer the squadron leader for him.
Yeah, I'm the squadron leader now, but
Well, for me, it's okay. I'm going to leave squad if I
same
can.
here.
Well, I was
Re-invite
hoping.
us, gamer.
Okay. Well, Now I'm just getting, again, circle of infinite waiting going around here. If you guys are watching the stream, you can see it down there.
Probably another DDoS attack.
Well, yeah, I'm periodically getting the
Yeah.
timed out thing too, but this is going on ridiculously long. Now, is this maybe the server that we're on Europe? Because maybe they're just hitting the European servers, or
it's Gaijin overall.
yeah, okay,
Yeah, leave the squad alone, or our corners.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to get out of the squad. Well, I've told it to get out. Let's go for a test drive. Okay, I'm going for a test drive. We're returning to hangar. Normally, you can't do a test drive while still in a squadron.
Tipperary.
Okay, now I have this really weird situation in which I am no longer the lead here, but I can invite to squads. So I'm inviting everybody again here, but it showed some of you people in the squad here.
I'm not getting an invite.
You know, it's really acting weird. Okay, I'm going to fully leave War Thunder. You're gonna, let's go for
You're gonna restart Wolf Thunder.
yeah, I'm going to get out. Yes, we're going to do just what Kronos is suggesting. So your screen will be black. I reload. There's a lot of fiction. There were a lot of fictions going on during the Cold War about things like that, like Korea. In that it was okay, I'm back in. Doesn't show me part of anything else. You know, any other squads. Let me invite you guys here.
Right.
Okay, I'm sending invites to
Yes.
all three of you, and you're coming back in. So this may now work.
I think it's now working.
Yeah, hopefully.
Arno,
Yeah.
ready up.
Okay. Yeah. Just Arno. Okay. There we go.
It
Okay.
didn't compute for me.
Are we all here? Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Don't have to do a countdown. So.
Hey, let's go.
And yeah, I mean, to the point that Korea is such an aberration. I forget what it was, but American Desert. But at least we're on the other side this time. Not that it matters. I'm going to go towards C. The only reason we got the Korean War to happen is the Soviet Union decided to boycott the UN meetings. Now, they never did it again after that because they realized, oh shit, if we're not there, they can declare war and declare UN action. So the Soviets never boycotted again. So that's why we've only had UN peacekeeping missions since Korea.
Undo. Why are you still in
and at the time of the Korean War, China was not a member of the UN, if I'm not mistaken, because it was still the Republic of China was still acknowledged as
the original
I think
China?
well, yeah, as well as the lawful China, as the China in the UN. It was only after the Korean War. Again, I could be mistaken on this, and anyone, if they want to, can correct me, but I'm pretty sure that was the state. I think it was in the 70s with Kissinger that finally got China recognized as a legitimate nation and de-recognized
New Republic of China.
Yeah, the Republic of China there. Okay, we got an IS over here I just shot at. You see it on the map. I hit it, no damage. There he is, through the building. Oh, there's two of them over there. I missed. Over that way. Okay, hit, no damage, whatever this IS
Oh my!
thingy is.
I hit the shells. They exploded, but nothing happened.
Oh, good.
That's
That
too
could just
bad.
be, it could just be this DDoS attack bullshit too, so.
No, ammo doesn't have to explode when you hit it. It usually does, but not always.
No, but I hit the multiple ammo rack, multiples, and they did not explode.
Well, maybe they
That's-
weren't loaded in the shells. I'll read your text wall in a minute. ZZ, I don't mean to be rude. Oh, you got him. Very good, Arno. I think there's still maybe
There's a
one more
second
over
one
there.
behind it, so watch out, King.
Yeah, if it's still alive, yeah. There's friendlies moving around. I don't know if they got him or not. I forget how old you are, ZZ, but see, I remember the 70s, and I was involved in the, at least we'll say, late 80s in some elements of what's going on in some of these conflicts. I don't mean I was overseas. I just knew people, and there was stuff going on in America, and that I was somewhat involved with. So, these are times that I remember and how they were. We got a Soviet guy out here. He's dead. He's dead. You stop shooting.
That's a new thing.
No, it's a Soviet, well, I mean, it's maybe somewhat new, yeah. Soviet artillery, Soviet version of an M109, if you will.
Actually,
So it's relatively new.
Yeah, you may have not seen it before. Or seen it often.
At least you damaged it.
If
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could do a little bit of an, maybe of a stupid take, but maybe a idiotic take, but I think
There's an M109 right around the corner there. I don't know if you're going to get him or not. Okay, let's see. Okay, hold on just a second. Fine, here's Vietnam War. In the summer of 1962, Mao Zedong agreed to supply Hanoi with, 90,000, okay. And starting in 65, China began sending anti-aircraft units and engineering battalions to North Vietnam to repair. Yeah, okay. But you got to remember, we did not have any troops in North Vietnam. We secretly may have had some special forces, brief periods of time in North Vietnam, but we had no normal ground combat troops, and it's around that time they start doing bombing of North Korea, but that is North Korea. I mean, sorry, North Vietnam. Sorry, obviously, I'm misspeaking there. And there were reports of Soviet advisors down in South Vietnam, but again, those were all highly deniable assets. That again, if ever you found a body, or captured somebody, they just all claimed to be, patriotic volunteers or whatever. Russia doesn't have any troops in Western Ukraine either, but yeah, well, what I'm saying is,
there's an
yeah, I'm okay.
basically dead.
Okay. Yeah, I almost saved you. You should have stayed alive just a little bit longer and you would have been saved.
Yeah, That's what I've heard a lot. But can I say my maybe that brain fake? I think that the U.S. Policy of decolonization was stupid.
Well, yeah, the U.S. did have a policy to try to push the end of colonies.
Yeah,
Um,
but how fast it went for how little, you know. Well, maybe I'm giving the you know U.S. a little bit of harder time here by saying that they did not really announce it over the time, but
Speedy boy here.
okay.
Coming towards you, gamer. Watch out.
Yeah. Trying to advance. Oh, there's somebody behind me.
That's the speedy boy.
Oh, well, that was not where. Okay. I was looking in the wrong place for him then.
He's right here.
Yeah. I sort of see him through the smoke here, behind me. Okay. One of them looks dead, but so am I. IS-2 on my right. Yeah. Well, let me come in an IS-2 killer then. And so, like I say, there. You're not entire. You know, I'm not saying that there are U.S. ground troops in in Ukraine, but I really perceive from the actions of both NATO and Russia that they no longer calculate. Oh, got another guy coming in over the top. Yeah, he's coming straight at me, and my barrel was pointed in his direction, and I missed. He's gone. He's behind me now.
yeah,
Jan.
I see him.
Okay.
But
Yeah, well,
I
I don't know.
think
I don't know who's being the most dangerous right now. The one is strafing me. There's another one way out, and my barrel's pointing at him. In front of me here. Flying around back that way. I don't know if you see him low on the horizon.
I saw him for a sec.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to point out generally where there may be a target.
I know. And I thank you for that.
So that's just my evaluation is that the calculus is no longer if a war goes hot, it's going to go nuke. If the nation that you're battling has nukes. I think the perception is that America will not use its nukes unless it's a retaliatory strike for nukes. I think that's the perception. Well, West Ukraine is different than North Vietnam because North Vietnam was a recognized different country than South Vietnam. And we were, for a while at least, pretending to have the fiction of not being at war with, or at conflict with North Vietnam. And then later we removed that fiction. I mean, fairly early, but we still did not invade.
Oh, he got fucking blown off.
I think the calculation is that if whether it's Biden or particularly if it's Trump, if they were to put a nuclear missile into, say, Tehran or something like that, they would be condemned not just by the Islamic world, but by the Western world. So if the U.S. used nukes, but if the U.S. used conventional weapons, because Lindsey Graham has been calling for bombing Iran.
Never remembers of a meme. I was suggesting we should bomb. I was suggesting we could have.
And so even if the general attack would be approved by Britain and Germany and France, the idea that it was a nuclear attack, meaning a general big boom and not a targeted at the Al-Quds headquarters or the a military airbase or other sort. Hello, boom, he killed me. How did he know? How did?
If it was on a, if civilians got hurt, then they would get condemned.
Yeah, and to the point, unless we were just nuking a military convoy, a sea convoy, out at sea or something, there are always going to be enough civilians around to make it, and there's this big big push now to make out that the U.S. nuclear bombings in World War II were somehow wrong or immoral. I disagree that they were wrong or immoral. And so, okay. I'm shooting at the guy shooting at you.
To ban Russia forever. We begin bombing in 5 minutes.
Well, that was Reagan and the Soviet Union, but because he did say that. Now, he didn't know he was on a hot mic that got broadcast, but so let's see. I think it depends on the president. Well, I mean, they just hate Trump, so anything they can do to tarnish Trump, because Trump. I mean, right now I have what used to be, at least I considered, rational thinkers, some more conservative thinkers going on about Trump saying, well, and now Trump is saying that he said this, and guy, well, he probably didn't say it this way, whatever, because Trump bullshits anyways. Anybody who's trying to take Trump literally, that when he's riffing on a, going off script on a speech is insane still, if you believe that is, you think, and takes him seriously. I said, well, what if we don't pay? Oh, well, I wouldn't come to defend a NATO country if you don't pay, pay up for your defense. In fact, I would suggest that they should invade you if you don't pay for your defense. And so they're like going, you mean Trump wouldn't defend NATO? Trump is against NATO. Trump wouldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. No, Trump is trying to get the NATO people to pay for their own defense.
Like they should.
Like they should. And you know what? And with one of them, I responded, you know what? If NATO doesn't pay their share, I think they should be invaded, and I wouldn't help them. Because if they're not willing to help themselves, if they're not willing to put in the national defense dollars, and not just as Germany was doing recently, as in before the Ukraine invasion, they upped the defense spending by spending money on schools and housing, schools for children of the German soldiers and housing for the German soldiers. Well, you guys may know Fritz has been around here and recently posted in the Discord server. He is a current serving behind. Somebody's retaking C already, whoever's there, Arno or whoever. Fritz is a current German soldier, and I am not saying that the housing shouldn't be improved. I'm too far away. I can't. And the match is almost over. Sorry, Arno. that the housing shouldn't be improved and the schools shouldn't be done, but that shouldn't count towards national defense spending, as a calculus of how much you're spending. So maybe that money should have been spent because maybe the barracks were really crappy or the school was.
Mark, please.
I'm reloading Artie right now. Sorry, like I said, I can't help. I wish I could. So, as opposed to, so because Germany's green, they had the Greenies, I think it was, as defense minister for a while, women that weren't like former soldier women or something like that. If you had a defense minister like Tinky, who was who is a woman, but who was a soldier in the German military. So if you were to have, say, a military woman become defense minister, yeah, that'd be cool. Sure, I would believe it to some degree. It's a, checking the boxes kind of thing, just making it a woman. But still, at least it would be somebody who has defense experience and defense knowledge, and I wouldn't think so badly of it. But these other women weren't like long career. Got him. Got that. Aircraft's down.
Oh, nicely done. I teach you well.
Yes, you did, and I did learn a lot from Arno. So, so if NATO wasn't, I agree with Trump. Now, Trump is, and if you listen to him saying, it wasn't that he didn't want to defend NATO. It was, if you guys don't pay, either you could pay the U.S. if you just don't want, if you don't want to make arms or have soldiers, you could pay us, or you can spend it on yourself to defend yourself. And if you don't, well then, F you. And that's what he was saying. But these people want to take it as being anti-NATO. Well, and of course, if you're European, you want to live under the American protection and have America spend its billions on defense and have Europe get all the government health care. I don't want to call it free health care, government health care. And spend it there. So why doesn't every single nation in Europe immediately stop spending money on healthcare? And take a year to do it and turn all the hospitals private, so that if any of you
quit because
okay, yeah, you're all not loading in for me, so we may be stopping this pretty soon here because this is getting bad. But so yeah. Well, okay, you're back. Okay, you came in. No, Kronos did. But I'm getting again this sort of circle of waiting here for you guys. It may be me,
I see
but
it now. I see it on you. Yeah, and you.
Yeah, and so I this may be me as much as anything else. So privatize all the hospitals and all the healthcare in Britain, and you guys continue to pay the same level of taxes as you are now, and have to pay if you want to go see a doctor. Pay 100%. I'm not going to play enlisted today, even if it's working Chronos. I don't have it up to date, and don't want to take the time to do that. So, you don't even have to do that. It's always just unpopular, but something like raising retirement age a couple of years would more than cover. Oh, well, okay, yeah, Kronos, yeah. I mean, sorry, not Kronos, but ZZ, you're absolutely right. If they were paying they agreed. Now, maybe not this current government of whatever particular nation, but those nations agreed to spend a certain level of their GDP for defense. And the U.S. has been spending more. Now, one of the people, I forget, they posted an infographic that I saw today that had a percentage of GDP money given to Ukraine. And, and so it's not like of their defense budget or their national government spending, but of the gross domestic product. And a few nations, like Poland and Latvia, have actually given like 1.2 or something percent of their GDP in, I think it's equivalent, because I think that they're also counting old equipment as well as, giving money. But given that to to Ukraine. Countries like Germany and Britain were giving 0.22%. So not even 1%. 0.2% of their GDP to Ukraine. And they were sort of complaining that America was only given 0.0, or 0.20 of their defense, of their GDP to Ukraine. Well, France was given 0.03 of their GDP. So France is given virtually nothing compared to the other nations. Spain, a similar percentage. So we're not talking about overall, in dollars how much, because obviously the nations have different GDPs. So, and it was definitely outside of Britain and Germany. It was mostly the closer you were to Ukraine, the higher percentage of money they gave. Though it was grayed out for Austria, Hungary, and Romania. So I don't know if they didn't either have data or if their data showed 0. I'm not sure on this infographic. But I thought, we've given almost as much as Germany as a GDP amount. Not as much, they're higher. But we're on another continent. We're not even in the theater of operations. Why should we be seen to be given anything? If we give anything to Ukraine, it should be gratefully accepted, not just by the Ukrainians, but by the Europeans, because we're not Europe. Ukraine is not a NATO member. Yeah, I know we had a treaty that we didn't uphold, but whatever, with Ukraine. And we didn't uphold it when Crimea got taken. So, that's long since a dead issue. So, it's just, again, the sort of mentality of people in Washington and mentality of the European leaders that this is all America's responsibility. And yes, they, we took a lot of responsibility in Western Europe, because that's the only place that we could effectively access, with the Marshall Plan after World War II, and really rebuilt, including places like Britain, rebuilt Europe heavily. And they think we should keep doing this for them. And now countries like Germany, between their increased defense spending and giving money and equipment to Ukraine, are now spending a lot of money. But there's been decades, especially since the Cold War, that they have not been keeping up their agreement. And we have been over defense spending over the agreed amount. They probably don't even have to, oh yeah, okay. Could quickly try to join a match. I'm still just getting all this craziness. I want to see something. Yeah, I agree. Europeans just want to outsource their defense to the U.S. Right. And so I know this is a different issue than does the world fear nukes, but I think partially it does come into it because no one is worried about stuff happening on national territory. I still don't know who did the Nord Stream pipeline destruction.
Do you believe the German investigation will release its report in a couple of weeks? The Swedish investigation was stopped because some jury or something found it to be unlawful.
And honestly, being someone living in Europe, Toyjet, do you think the German investigation would have any conclusion other than what the German government wants that conclusion to be?
Nope, not at all.
Right. So if Germany did it, they could easily have the guys who did it be in charge of the investigation to find out that they didn't do it. So, and I would not put it past because, well, I would. Okay, I don't know the German government well enough, but we've definitely seen the French government over the years. And again, I'm older than you guys. I remember, I forget whether it was in Australia or New Zealand, where the French government sent in commandos, we'll call them, special forces of somewhat, and it was either in New Zealand or in docked in a dock, New Zealand or Australia. They went and sunk a ship that was threatening to go to like protest a nuclear weapons test or something like that. So they went into a friendly nation, and commandos swam under the ship and put some limpet mines or whatever under it, and blew up, not in a major explosion but enough that put it at the bottom of the harbor, and left. So the French are quite willing to do actions like that in friendly countries. So I would not put it past at least the French government, but maybe the German government to go, politically, if we stopped importing natural gas from Russia, the people would blame us for our policies and get mad for the because my understanding is there a lot of continuing a lot of industry in Germany that uses a lot of power is reducing their work hours considerably and their production considerably because the power is just not available or too expensive, that makes whatever they're making not worth making. So that's still going on. So if we did that, that would be politically untenable. That you got to live colder or whatever. So that they might, instead of doing it diplomatically and turning off the spigot, they might send somebody out there to blow it up so that they can sort of, well, we don't know who did it. It must be the Russians. Well, maybe the Americans, but we don't know who did it. So just sort of, keep it nebulous themselves. I would not put it past a government to do that kind of action just so that they don't take the blame. I don't put it past the Biden administration, because the Biden administration said, Biden did say words to the effect that if, and this isn't Trump, this is Biden, that if Russia invades, and this is before the invasion, Ukraine, the Nord Stream pipeline would be shut down, or words to that effect. So I tend to believe people in countries when they say things. So when Iran or the Houthis come out in a speech and say death to America, I believe that if they had the capability, they would be trying to commit death to America. And it's not just a chant to, cheer up the crowds or get them rallied up. I do believe that if they had the ability, they would do so. So I believe the Biden administration has the ability, and they said they would shut it down. I don't know that they use terms like blow it up or whatever, but so I believe that they are very possibly the ones who shut that down. But I could also see the Russians doing it too, because they want to sow discord in the Western allies, and if they believe that it was going to be shut down anyways, they might as well, do a false flag attack. Let's see what Krono's saying. When the war in Ukraine started, Spain bought more natural gas from the Russians, at least at the start. Yeah. And so you've got this kind. You got good things going on, and I just really see dark times coming. I really see the end of what I'm calling the nuclear peace coming.
Yeah. I think if Putin ever gets the post and such, and democracy returns to Russia,
Returns?
I no.
Well,
Russia.
it was roughly there under Yeltsin. I know you're
Yeah.
not old enough to remember that, but that was a more or less popularly elected president at one point. But go on. Go on, Jan. Jan? Democracy returns. Did we lose Jan? No, I interrupted Jan, but okay, well.
Hmm?
Yeah, Jan was speaking and now he's not, so I don't know if he muted
I
himself
gotta
or.
do something. I gotta mute.
Okay, but
Gamer start again?
um, so I don't know. See, I don't know that the Russian people or the Chinese people wouldn't elect an authoritarian government. I think too much of Western Europe and America believes that elections would go to some sort of peaceful democratic um, situation. I don't know that the wars are going to spread to Europe, but I think I think Africa is going to explode. I think Asia is going to explode. Obviously, already Eastern Europe has exploded. Ukraine is in Eastern Europe, so that's. I could even see the Balkans exploding again. I don't think the main because you have a country that is not allowed to use its own name in the Balkans. The former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, or some words to that effect. Greece has blocked them from using the term Macedonia on grounds that.
It's Northern Macedonia now.
Oh, is it specifically? Has Greece and the UN officially recognized Northern Macedonia?
Let's see. In Northern Macedonia.
Okay, so that has
North Macedonia. Yeah.
Okay, so I did not get that memo. Thank you, Toyjet. I did not get that memo of an update. So that is how touchy the nations are still around there, and you still have
I'm back.
Turkish occupation of half of Cyprus, and Turkey is moving into where I think really wants to become, I mean, obviously they won't be Ottomans, but a sort of a neo-Ottoman empire. Yeah, that was ethnic reasons. I thought they were a Slavic country and didn't want them to be claiming Greek. Well, I don't. There is an element of that, ZZ, of claiming Greek history, but there is part of Greece called Macedonia, part of current Greece territory, and they didn't want this other country to be able to come in and claim part of current Greece, and the Greeks looked up and go, those people aren't Greeks. We don't want to expand into you, because Greece does seem to want to be primarily made up of Greeks and not just people. And so they didn't want to try to absorb what is now Northern Macedonia into, as Northern Greece, just because these were different people. They weren't us. So, and they were using weird things like claiming Greek history as sort of justification, but I think it was more, irredentism and somebody screaming for our lost Macedonian lands to the south that we must retake, blah, 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 in the future. And they didn't want that to happen. But you are right. The Slavic peoples in North Macedonia, again, to my knowledge, culturally, I don't know about genetic DNA testing, but culturally, I don't think have any relations to the semi-barbarous, we'll call them, Greeks in the north called Macedonians that Alexander the Great comes out of. I don't think they have any cultural connection to those people, whatever their current genetic makeup is. I don't know. Compared to those people. So yeah, and so I don't think America is going to go into a civil war in the next 2 years. I know some people are predicting it will. We might go into what would be called a civil strife, but I don't think we're going to go into a civil war.
No. But just continuing, if Putin dies, then I think if a democracy isn't then in place, then I think people will want to leave Russia that has been absorbed by Putin and such and all of those, and then of course the Russian stuff will refuse, and then it will become a lot more bloody
Well,
than
why?
what's now.
Okay. Why do you think
I don't know if it will
a
happen.
post-Putin democratic would not become more extreme than Putin in its nationalist? Hello, Apache. I'll just call you
No,
Apache
I
so we don't
know,
get
but
demonetized. Oh, you're Kronos. Okay, I just read the thing. You're Kronos. Okay, you're Kronos over on Twitch. Okay. Yes. Because because I think we're seeing a revitalism of nationalism in Russia. I think we're seeing a lot of the people cheering in Russia just because of, national team this, not because they really care about. I'm still loading circles for me for all of the other people here. So, I think Russia is defeated. I think Russia's done for the next 20 years. I don't think they can make any significant moves. Their fleet is entirely sinkable because the freaking Ukrainians, without a navy, has sunk the the Russian Black Sea Fleet, virtually all of it, not every single ship, but the bulk of it. So the U.S. Navy has and contrastly, the U.S. Navy is sailing up and down the Red Sea, shooting down all kinds of attacks against it, and none of the attacks are. Well, one came close enough that it did go to the Sea Whiz gun supposedly, but the Houthis can't hit any U.S. Navy. They can hit civilian ships, but they can't hit U.S. Navy ships. So the U.S. Navy is level, and those Houthis are launching supposedly pretty good Iranian drones. So they're probably on par with the Ukraine, at least some of the Ukrainian attacks. So the Russia's Navy's done. Russia's army is being bled white. And so I think they're done for 20 years. And the reason I say that is because I look at World War I to World War II with Germany, is it takes them partially the time to grow up a new generation, but also the time to rethink their army. And I really think, Germany and France and Poland really don't have a worry for the next 5 or 10 years, because I really don't think there's enough of a Russian army to hurt them. But I think Russia is going to rebuild its army, and I think it's going to correct the mistakes, like the rampant corruption that was going on. When you have the general, who happened to be a woman, who was in charge of, supply and administration or whatever, jump out of a window, because she was found to just be too corrupt and allowed, everything to, the reports to say everything was good, but, and the money was being properly spent, but the money wasn't, and nothing was, good. I think that will disappear over time. And so I think Russia will become a danger again. I think we're setting up, unless Russia has a victory now. But even if it has a victory now, I think it's still too damaged to push into the Baltic states or push into Georgia or other places. I think they would just continue to digest their current conquest, and that would be it. But if they are seen to be defeated, I think the Russian mentality will be like the German one was after World War One, that they've got to get ready to do it all over again. Let's see what's easy. The U.S. Senate just got 2/3 vote to overcome filibuster to advance the defense aid. By the way, I wonder how Speaker Mike Johnson will handle it in the House. Well, he said that it is not going to come up to a floor vote. And my understanding is, and again, I'm not an expert on the House procedure, and the Speaker of the House can block any vote from being voted on in the House. Now, if a majority of the representatives in the House disagree with this, they can remove him as Speaker. So, and obviously all the Democrats would vote immediately to remove him as Speaker. So all it would take is a few Republicans to decide to remove him as Speaker and join the Democrats. And but then you would have to go through, you would have to have a Speaker temporary Speaker, and then who is that going to be, and would they bring it to a floor vote? So now I will tell you, okay, I think that the bill that included border stuff in it, though. The new thing is defense aid alone, unless I didn't hear different. And yes, that was the big problem, was the border stuff in that bill. Some Republicans, and which obviously 1/3 probably of the Republicans vote, or 1/3 of the senators voted against it, and were probably Republicans. But the big thing was the border stuff. So if the border stuff had been removed, Mike Johnson may let it come up for a vote. But you do have to remember one thing very important. Every time the Republicans put their foot down and saying that this is unacceptable, give them a few hours or a few days and they will cave to the Democrats. They always cave to the Democrats. The Republicans can be in a majority, but they will cave to the Democrats. Always. Always they have. I've never yet seen him really stand up to the Democrats. So they'll probably cave. But if they've gotten rid of the border bullshit, it'll probably go through without too much of a problem. But it will probably be more Democrats voting for it than Republicans. But probably enough Republicans will vote for it. And I'm getting to the point personally, I know we're just blathering on here, but I'm getting to the point personally that, and I've supported us spending money to help Ukraine, as well as giving old equipment. Those are two different things. But I've supported it. I'm getting to the point that when is enough is enough. And these aren't just continually trickling in monies. These are big monies coming in. And I don't know that we need to spend any more money to Israel. I mean, I'm a big super fan of Israel, and I'm a big, I think they should, completely clear out Gaza. I don't know where the people will go. But when I say completely clear out, I mean clear the people out. I don't mean kill them. I mean kill the terrorists, yes, but I'm not talking about the average people. Egypt doesn't want the Palestinians. I think maybe they could go create a new Palestine in Sudan. I don't know why that would be a problem. Just send them to Sudan.
No, that would not work.
Because Sudan is a huge, between North and South Sudan, or whatever you want to call it, or Sudan and South Sudan, it's a huge country. They could easily, and a lot of the Palestinians are rather well educated. They could probably, because you look at some of the, I don't know if you saw the video of the tunnel under the UNRWA, or however you pronounce it, UN headquarters, that somebody's nominated UNRWA, which is the specific group there, for a Nobel Peace Prize because Israel bad, and find the tunnel underneath them with huge server farms and other stuff that were all controlled by.
The worst part about that is as other countries stopped support for them, Norway increased support.
Yeah, and I just have, I mean, you're given evidence that these guys are compromised at the minimum by Hamas, meaning that Hamas showed up and put a gun on the table and says, you're going to do what we tell you or you're not leaving the room alive. At minimum, it's that. And we'll allow you to continue to do your humanitarian aid, but we're going to use your building and your stuff, and you're going to keep mum about it. If not, you're dead. At minimum, that to actively supporting, some of their members are active supporters of Hamas. That cheer on Hamas. I don't know quite but how much evidence you put out that they're increasing aid to UNRWA. So so if I were Israel, I would clear out. Now I would try to have a plan, and which might very well be loading people on board ships or whatever, and having quickly building some sort of beach landing kind of stuff and landing them on the near the coast at Port Sudan, which is Sudan's basic only major port or whatever, or not even a major port, but only port, or someplace like that, and just go, hey, here's your place, give them a backpack full of goodies, food for a few days and whatnot, and hey, send in aid, humanitarian aid to these people, and just move the whatever 1 million or 2 million people in Gaza down to Sudan. I would solve the problem. They can now become Sudanese citizens, or they can carve out their own little Palestine in what is former Sudan territory. I'm not for mass murder just for mass murder. It's not like anything like that. But it's at some point, if the people are unwilling to live next to you as neighbors, and if you got to believe them when they say death to Israel. How long do you have to put up with people saying death to Israel? These people are only not killing Israel because they can't. So, and the women and children and the old folks all say death to Israel too, and they train up the young generation to mobilize for this stuff. So they're not innocent in the process. So I would find a solution, and the solution may not be approved of by the country in which they get deposited under, but I would find a solution. And I would try, you can do all the humanitarian aid through the UN to get those people in there, and you could spend money on building housing for them in, Sudan or someplace like that, and set them up. I don't know why, or I don't know how you would de-Hamasify Palestine. It took decades of occupation to... No, I'm saying get rid of all the Palestinians. Move them out. We could have denazified Germany. They denazified Czechoslovakia by getting rid of all the Sudetendeutsch in Czechoslovakia. If you were German, you just left Czechoslovakia at the end of World War II. They didn't let you stay, even though you were there 10 generations or whatever. It didn't matter. You were gone. That was the Czechs. That wasn't the Soviets. That was the Czechs before the Soviets really had a chance to take over and really, really compromise Czechoslovakia like they did eventually. And of course, the Soviets and the Poles de-Germanified East Prussia, that was well over 1,000 years old, and no Pole ever really lived that claimed East Prussia as being their homeland. It was, that long ago had been Prussian, the Teutonic Knights, and any people that were still there were, Germanified, because there very well may have been a genetically whatever Polish people there that had become Germanified over the centuries. They just depopulated East Prussia and, came in there. So, yeah, at some point, if they're unwilling to make peace, you got to deal with it. You don't just let it fester forever. And I think, Bibi, Benjamin Netanyahu was really, there was massive protest in Israel over his government dealing with the Supreme Court and stuff like this going on. that his government was near to collapse. Now I do know that there has been a few protests against him and this sort of Gaza war, but that I think is just the hardcore left in Israel, which does exist. But there has, to my knowledge, been little or no, and I'll say no significant, because if it was significant, I think I would have heard about it, refusal by the Israeli people to follow orders to, to reservists to being called up to go fight in Gaza. There is no like, I refuse to go into this. So I think overall the Israeli people are behind what Netanyahu is doing in Gaza. You'll always find a percentage that aren't, but I think, have any of you guys heard of anybody like refusing to call up orders or anything like that?
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay. Yeah. So you got everybody who's been getting a call up order, to go fight has been willing to go. Nobody is like being a conscientious objector or anything like that. So that tells you something. Because there's Israelis dying. This isn't just like calling up for a defensive preparedness drill for a possible attack. No, these people are being called up to go fight. So that means they're at least overall approving of Netanyahu's operation. So yeah, so I would solve the problem. And I would ultimately also, if the West Bank won't settle down, I would solve that too.
Yeah, but the some of the media I've read or seen articles on is that he is trapped by the far right and to keep that war going.
Well, okay, the far right is interesting in Israel. I think that I'm the far right in Israel. I don't know how much concerned they are over Palestinians living in Gaza Strip, and definitely they would like to get rid of Hamas. The far right in Israel really wants to reoccupy Judea and Samaria, as they call it, or the West Bank. They are the ones that really push for settlements in there. Now, I don't know if you know this. Do you guys know who Netanyahu's brother was? I say was because
No.
he's dead.
Well, yeah.
Nope.
Have you ever heard of the
I don't
raid
know.
on? Have you ever heard of the raid on Entebbe?
No.
It
No.
sounds familiar, but I can't say I know.
Oh, there's two movies. One really good on it. I really wish we set up more of our, movie nights. There was an Israeli airplane hijacked and flown down to Uganda. Is this ringing a bell?
No, not
A
really.
bit.
Okay, and so it was flown down to Uganda. You know where Uganda is in Africa, people? I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So and Entebbe was the big international airport down there, and Idi Amin, who was in control down there at the time, these were PLO people that took them down there. Idi Amin was, to the rest of the world, was sort of going, well, we're negotiating with the terrorists, blah 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 blah, while his troops were guarding the hostages. So Israel decided to get their hostages back. And so they got some, I think it was 2 aircraft, I think C-130s or similar sorts of aircraft. One of them, they got a replica, a close replica of Idi Amin's limousine, put some little flags on it, that kind of stuff, and drove that up onto the back of the aircraft and some other vehicles. And they flew down the Red Sea got midair refueled over the Red Sea from an Israeli tanker, lands in Entebbe at the sort of at part of the other airfield away from where the hostages were, and used that limousine as sort of a false flag first vehicle going in to shoot the Ugandan guards. And then they come in, and the Israelis storm, because they're sort of in the main, airport building, where the tower is and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is where they've been held for like almost a month or some amount of time. And they assault the building. I don't think a single hostage lost their life from the assault. There was one woman who was old and sickly, and she had been taken to a hospital in Kuala Lumpur, I think, or whatever, the capital of Uganda. She disappears. We don't know if Idi Amin eats her or what, but she disappears. But from the hospital, and no one knows what happens to her after this. And so they get all of the hostages. I don't know if I don't remember. I think it was few or none of the Israeli commandos are killed in the assault. But just as they're getting ready to pull out and sort of covering the last retreats of them, the leader of the commandos of going in, he catches a bullet and dies. That was Bibi's older brother.
Oh.
And the raid on Entebbe is, and this is why Bibi has such, and I call him, that's his nickname if you don't know, Benjamin Netanyahu. That was such a big moment for Israel, as big as the shock of the Palestinians killing the Israeli Olympic athletes, and the whole vengeance ride that Israel does to go get every single one of those Palestinian terrorists over the years and hunt them all down and kill them in whatever country they happen to be in. As big as that was a justice ride, going after those guys afterwards, this was a big hooray movement. And Benjamin Netanyahu was in the military and whatnot. But so his brother is, I think, the only one who loses their life in this raid that he led, he organized, he set up, got it successfully out. And it was because he was sort of some of the last guys getting out, catches a bullet from that. So that sort of tells you why Benjamin Netanyahu, he's controversial, and there's been court convictions that are maybe a bit trumped up, sort of like, hey, Trump undervalued his real estate property and that's a crime, but nobody complained. But it's still a crime. Every single real estate developer in the history of New York City in the last 100 years has done the same thing. Well, but it's still a crime. Yeah, okay, it's like, hey, you jaywalked in New York City. Oh, everybody's jaywalked in New York City. But Trump did it. He's going to go to prison. He did it 200 times, jaywalked. Well, everybody's did it 2,000 times. Well, it doesn't matter. It's a crime. So some of this stuff in Israel that Netanyahu's been either convicted of or tried for is questionable, I would say, for the standard operating procedures of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Netanyahu, with that history, and he's been in and out of government, in charge of the government for years now. I think he is, shall we say, channeling the spirit of his brother and is going to solve the Gaza problem. And so he's going to solve it, and it's going to take. He's also sort of Churchill. You've got to remove him from power. I don't mean assassinate him. I mean just get the Israeli parliament to vote of no confidence or whatever. You've got to get him out of office to get him to stop until he fully controls Gaza and thinks he's gotten all the known Hamas people. I mean, obviously there'll be a few, will pretend to be women or they won't have good identification on they'll pretend to be UNWA workers or whatever, and not Hamas people or whatever it is. But I think he's gonna do that. See, he's gonna clear it out. And so no matter what the U.S. says, no matter what Europe says, he ain't gonna stop. And with as ZZ is saying that the U.S. is going to give a lot of money to Israel. Well, the U.S. isn't stopping giving money to them, so this isn't working. Putting pressure on Israel to slow down isn't working, and I see it in the news media all the time. Well, gentlemen, it's fun talking with you, but I think we should end this here. I'm still not. I might be able to get in and out and play again, but I don't think it's coming back really.
Probably not. Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah, they just posted server difficulties.
Yeah. So we're done for the day with everything. Tomorrow I will be playing War in the East 2, and we'll be back next weekend. So hopefully, guys, you'll join me then. Thank you, Arno. Thanks, Jan. Thanks, Kronos. Thanks, Toyjet. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, ZZ.
What time tomorrow?
I think it's 10 a.m. my time. So
Some-
2 hours ago.
2 hours.
You know,
All right.
I think I'll be there. I think that's the time. I'll have to look it up.
That's 7 for me. All right.
Yeah, I think so. If you want to come and help me out, that'd be great. And General Scaven,
I'd
also,
love
if you're
to.
still